I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with a look at your Sunday morning forecast. We have a lot to talk about, including the change in our weather pattern. Yesterday was so beautiful. We had sunshine, blue sky, and we had the highs in the 70s. That changes today. We'll still have a couple of 70s out there, but more clouds are in place, and they're going to continue to build as the day goes on. And showers return tonight and into at least portions of our Memorial Day. And don't worry, I'll time it out for you hour by hour and show you where we have the greatest chance for showers tonight. Also, very low tides this week, going to be even lower than last year if you remember then, and I'll give you those details coming up. But then summer-like heat on Wednesday as another ridge, a stronger ridge, builds over the area. But first, let's talk about the low tides because it's starting tomorrow. Low tides around 10:52 a.m. This is for Puget Sound, and then Tuesday about 11:35 a.m. and then the lowest tide, the lowest low tide, will be on Wednesday, and it's going to be 4.1 feet below, so negative 4.1 feet. And so if you are going to check out the marine life, the tide pools, and so on and so forth, that's something to keep in mind. It's going to be busy, I'm sure. Meteorologist Adam Claiborne wrote a fabulous article on it, breaking down all the tide times, as well as how you can participate as well. And don't forget, this will likely really impact the ferry systems as well. So Memorial Day, we're even cooler. Monday, tomorrow, going to be the coolest day of the next 7 days, and temperatures all over the place peaking Wednesday. But then we'll have a very weak front move in Thursday, and that's going to bring us a few showers, partly cloudy to partly sunny skies, and it won't be nearly as hot, but definitely going to crank up the heat on Wednesday. If you haven't dusted off your air conditioned units just yet, you might want to bring it out for Wednesday especially. And this could lead to heat-related illnesses if you don't take the proper precautions to stay cool and stay hydrated. So here's a look at the big picture. I mentioned the ridge that has been over the area bringing us that beautiful weather yesterday. It's starting to nudge more to the east, and that's opening the window for this front, very weak front, to move in. You can already see the tail of cloud cover just offshore, and we already have cloudy skies closer to the coast. So that's where we're going to have the cooler conditions, not as bright and definitely not as nice as yesterday, but still a pleasant day overall to be outdoors because the rain is going to hold off for the coast and up into the Cascades until this evening, more than likely after dark. I also wanted to point attention to, this is the severe weather outlook. This light green is a level 0 risk out of 5 on the severe weather outlook scale from the Storm Prediction Center. This essentially just means an isolated thunderstorm is possible tonight, but non-severe, but it could still produce heavy rain, lightning, gusty winds, and that's going to be especially important if you're going camping tonight, and especially the eastern slopes of the Cascades. So let's time it out because that's the most important thing. So here you go. This is into the evening, just before sunset, and you see how we start to get showers basically on the eastern side of the Cascades and over eastern Washington. Then we have a batch of rain, steady rain building offshore, likely going to start to move closer to the northwestern coast and then pushing ashore after sunset and after dark. But then you see this very narrow line of showers and potentially some thunderstorms going from south to north, from about Yakima through Wenatchee and the eastern slopes. Then to our west over the coast and over the Olympic Peninsula. This is overnight. Those showers weaken as they continue to push to the east, but before sunrise tomorrow, or close around sunrise, now that we have such an early sunrise out there, the showers will continue to pass over Puget Sound and then eventually tapering off to about lunchtime, give or take, and only spotty showers remain into the afternoon, favoring the foothills and the Cascades. But most of us are going to be dry by by then, especially the coast, and we'll have partly sunny skies by then. Temperatures, though, will be cooler. Around western Washington this morning and eastern Washington, you see the coast, and near the Olympic Peninsula, we have cloudy skies already, but then atop Hurricane Ridge, you see beautiful, bright, sunny skies, and then up in Bellingham, we already have a veil of high cloud cover. High temperatures today, 60s, inland areas, upper 60s, lower 70s. The islands going to be in the 60s. Meanwhile, interior areas in the lower 70s. Same for the Central Sound, Seattle around 71, depending on where you live. Closer to the water, likely going to be a little cooler. And then for the South Sound and the foothills in the lower 70s, the beaches in the 50s, all the way to I-5 into Oregon, we'll have 60s and 70s as well. And then for portions of Hood Canal in the mid and upper 60s. But once again, it's going to get cooler before we heat things up. But today, instead of cooling, eastern Washington will be in the 80s to about 90 degrees. But then we all cool down heading into Memorial Day, including eastern Washington. If you're hiking today, really going to be nice for that. But don't forget, today's going to be the warmer day of the two, and then showers move in overnight and then into tomorrow. If you're hiking tomorrow, even during the day, at least at pass level, temperatures will be in the 50s, so it is going to be cooler. And then pretty nice conditions on the water, a little choppy for the strait, and then interior areas, Puget Sound, Hood Canal, and so on and so forth. South winds 5 to 10 knots, and then wave heights 2 feet or less, give or take. Tonight, 50 to 55, so it is going to be a little on the balmy side, mild, with more clouds and then showers moving in. The best chance for rain for Puget Sound in the morning is Puget Sound for Memorial Day will be in the morning. Temperatures by the afternoon, the mid 60s, mostly dry conditions, but we'll also have sun breaks in the mix. And you see again, temperatures 60s for most, 50s as well. And then eastern Washington cooling close to 10 to 15 degrees. And around the lower 48, you see we have 60s for the west coast, and then baking in the south, the Gulf Coast, upper 80s to lower 90s, New England kind of similar to us, and then in the desert, obviously going to be super hot as well. So Wednesday, we turn rather hot as well. 83 is the current forecast high. However, model guidance has said, okay, upper 70s perhaps for Seattle or upper 80s. So we're going in the middle for now. Just know things could definitely change between now and then. Also, before we wrap things up, I wanted to show you this photo from our very own Chris Egan in Puyallup. He took a photo of this, sent it to the weather team, and said, spring snow in the Pacific Northwest? No, as we know, it's cottonwood, but it definitely looks like snow. And so it's been flying, likely causing your allergies to really flare up. And this is the pollen count from the Northwest Asthma and Allergy Center. Trees moderate, grasses high, and then weeds moderate as well. 'Tis the season. We want to feature your photos right here in King 5 Plus, our YouTube page on air. You can email me directly at aruiz@king5.com, or you can text the King 5 line at 206-448-4545. You are our eyes out there, and we love to see your photos. So once again, wrapping up the 7-day forecast, we have a little bit of everything, minus snow, minus the cottonwood here in the lowlands. Not expecting anything major except, again, those showers on Memorial Day, maybe a few showers Thursday, and then that summer-like heat. Heading into June, so this is beyond the 7-day forecast, we have 70s, some 60s maybe in the mix as well, but overall 70s look to take us all the way into the first couple of days of June. Meteorologist Adam Claybon will be in tonight, and he will bring you the latest on King 5 Plus as well as on air as well.